All right, this review's on this Litheli pole saw. Now, if this is anything like the blower that I already have, I'm sure this thing's going to be quite awesome. So let me unbox this and I'll show you how to put it together, because there is a couple things you got to put together. And you also will need your own bar chain oil. Now, I already have some of this because I have a chainsaw, but you can get any chain oil just as long as it's for a chainsaw. Now, this is the U20 series. They all have the same batteries, which is nice. And if you see here the picture on the box, it looks like they either already have it out or they're gonna have it out. Looks like you can get painters, drills, blowers, the little pole saw like I have, a sawzall, hedge trimmers, little push mowers, weed whackers. My first impression when I opened this up, it definitely does not seem cheap. And just like the blower, it came shipped in 3 different boxes. This is going to be the handle where there's a trigger, there's a safety switch here, and a trigger. Instruction manual in here. Got a battery. One thing you need to do though when you get your pole saw or whatever you would buy from Litheli, make sure you take the battery out and charge it up fully. I already have mine all charged up to show you guys, but it does comes with its own little wire. You can use USB, or this pulls out and you can use USB-C, whatever you have. Another one of the poles. Now, you're supposed to be able to cut up to 3-inch diameter limbs with this. It does have a nice little strap that you can put over your shoulder. It has the chain. Make sure you're wearing eye protection if you're going to go out and use this. You don't want to get a big chunk of wood in your eyeball. It comes with a little protector to put over your chain and your bar. This is the little bar. It's supposed to be an 8-inch bar. I think I'm supposed to take this off and a counterclockwise. Oh, this one. That's gonna tighten your chain. Okay, that was easy. Now I'm supposed to put the chain onto the bar, and it gives you a little picture here the way the chain should look. Well, I know it should be coming back this way because I have a chainsaw. So you can see look at this chain, there's a little spot that's going to be sharp. So that sharp spot is going to want to be on here like this. So that is how it should go on there, the chain. This is the spot that cuts. So that chain is going to be going that way, just like that. All right, now we're going to lay that over there, just like that. Make sure your chain has no kinks in it. It's all laying nice and flat. And down inside, this is the speed. That piece there is going to end up spinning. That's what's going to make your chain spin. It's laying down in there real nice. I think we can put this cover on now. Yeah, see, if I turn this big knob, it makes my bar go, the whole bar go in and out. So you want this to be, it says the chain should not be able to lift no more than 5/64 or 2 millimeter, just like that. Now when you start using this, you're going to want to check that maybe 10-15 minutes into cutting, see if it didn't loosen up. So that looks pretty good. And we'll tighten this up. No, it should be good. Right up on top here, this is where you're going to put your bar chain oil, and there's a nice little clear spot here so you can see how much oil is in there. So let's fill that up. It says you can reach up to 17.5 foot if you're 6 foot tall. Now, I'm only 5.5 foot tall, so I guess I can reach about 17 foot. And I think that they're saying that if you're reaching up like by your shoulders. Another thing pretty cool with these batteries is I could pull this out and maybe take this on vacation with me and charge my cell phone if I want. You can, if you have, just take your cell phone charger cord, plug it in there. You could plug this into your cell phone. On these batteries, push this button in and it tells you if the battery's fully charged. Mine's fully charged. There's 4 lights on. It does come with this extension piece. You can run it with this extension piece on, or you can run it without that extension piece. So I'm going to put it all together. All right, this big piece here is going to go in here, and you got to look up in there. There's a little spot that's going to slide up into. There we go. And slide this up, tighten that up. We'll put the other one on. Now this right here is where your little strap's going to get hooked onto. Right there. I think that's it. Now we'll slide our battery in here. You can only slide it in one way. This way, I guess. And it should click in. Yeah, there's a button right here that will release the battery. Push that, pops right out. All right, let me go out and try to cut some limbs up. All right, when you get some of your branches cut down, if you want to trim your branches up a little, you could take that center piece out and then use it like that to cut some of the branch up. I think you'd be real happy with this Litheli pole saw. It seems to work really, really good. And like I said, you can buy a bunch of other products that they make and use this same battery.